Okay. I've been wanting to make this video for a really long time, but haven't really got the nerves yet to do it, you know what I'm saying? But I did want to talk about the thing for me that's the hardest thing about being a YouTuber. And if you're a YouTuber and you can relate to this, let me know if this bothers you too, or it doesn't bother you, or what your views are, or maybe just drop a comment and tell me what's the hardest thing for you about being a YouTuber. I had another YouTuber that's been doing YouTube a lot longer than me in a talk that we had whenever we were visiting. She said, you know, Jess, you make good videos and all this kind of stuff, but you need to be more vulnerable. And that, I will admit, has been extremely difficult for me whenever I make my videos. I make my videos the same way pretty much every time. You guys know that. And when I'm working and stuff like that out on the Sweet 16, I don't really have too many moments whenever I'm doing my stuff that I just want to take a minute and sit down and tell you some really important stuff about myself. I'm really good at blocking things out. I'm really good at not thinking about things or avoiding things that I don't really want to talk about. And vulnerability is by far the hardest thing for me about being a YouTuber. I did climb up out of my shell one time and went on Tish Ross's podcast, No Judgment here with Tish Ross, and I did talk about a lot of things that have happened to me in the past that I've had to deal with, and I'll tell you, that was not easy. It was not easy for me, but I wanted to talk about it, you know what I mean? Because I felt like if I talked about some of that stuff, maybe it would help other people some way, just hearing somebody else going through the same thing, you know what I mean? And vulnerability is the hardest thing about being a YouTuber for me by far. And you just open yourself up for criticism. You know what I mean? People don't like the way you talk. You're too fat. You're too slow. I get really excited sometimes whenever I talk. You know, you guys already know that. I'm over the top sometimes with my excitement. But I am truly excited about being a YouTuber and telling stories and telling you guys what I'm doing and being quirky and goofy and stuff like that. And that's just my personality. But my personality isn't for everybody. And whenever you become a YouTuber, you are going to be really, really vulnerable to people telling you not only that you do things wrong, but also maybe even how you need to be living your life. So just know that if you're not a YouTuber but you want to become a YouTuber, these are some things that you're going to have to deal with. You're going to have to figure out what part of your life you're going to let people in on. You know what I mean? I have huge parts of my life that I don't even talk about on YouTube. You know what I mean? And I think most YouTubers probably are the same way. I can't speak for all of them, but there's a lot of YouTubers out there. And YouTube, we let viewers see the parts that we want them to see. You know what I'm saying? And crawling out of that vulnerability state is super hard for me. And I've always thought about that. I've always thought about that every single time. I've always thought about that ever since she told me that, Jess, you need to let yourself be more vulnerable. Like, that has not escaped my mind. I think about it all the time. And I'm just wondering what you guys think. If you're a YouTuber, what's the hardest thing that you've had to deal with as far as being a YouTuber? Is it vulnerability, criticism, people just, you know, not liking what you're doing? Are your videos too long? Are they too short? You know, are you doing something wrong with your animals, or are you building something the wrong way? I mean, there is going to be all kinds of stuff in your YouTube career that people are going to have a problem with, you know? But at the end of the day, we're all just living our lives and doing things that we do every single day, the difference between the normal person and a YouTuber is we put it on YouTube. And so I just wanted to jump on here and make a video to tell you guys how I feel about being a YouTuber and the things that I struggle with, the things that are hard for me, and that's one of them. That's pretty much the main one. You know what I'm saying? I talk a lot about just be yourself and you'll be cool. You know, if you're doing what makes you happy, you're going to keep doing it. And I feel like all those things are true. So I'm always going to make the types of videos that make me happy. But being vulnerable, I don't really think makes too many people happy. You know what I mean? Like, it's scary. It really is. Like, nobody just wants to jump on YouTube or grab a camera and put it in their face and just tell all the crap about their life. You know what I mean? And I realize that being vulnerable doesn't just mean that you're telling all the bad stuff. You're just telling everything. And that's one thing I'm probably going to start working on more, is just being more vulnerable, maybe giving my thoughts and opinions a little bit more for real life matters. And if this is something that you struggle with, just drop a comment down below. And if it's not, leave me a comment about what's the hardest thing for you about being a YouTuber. And if you're not a YouTuber and you're thinking about being a YouTuber, just know whenever you open that can and you start posting videos, that there are going to be people that you do not know personally that are going to be invested in your life, and sometimes they might have opinions about how you make your videos or how you do your work or whatever your genre is on YouTube, about how you do that. And there's going to be people that don't like it. There's going to be people that do like it. They're going to like your vibe. They're going to like your jam. They're not going to like it, you know, and they're going to have all kinds of opinions about you. So anyways, that is one thing that I struggle with. Just want to jump on here and make this video. Maybe it'll help somebody else to think about that and what bothers them in their life as a YouTuber. And you know, it's something that I need to work on. You know, whenever before I became a YouTuber and started this channel, one of the things that I wanted to work on was just being comfortable talking in front of a camera, you know, because that scared me to death. You know, I'm scared right now making this video. And I knew by putting a camera in my face and hitting record that the more videos that I made, the better that I would get at making videos and talking in front of the camera and stuff. And now I have people in my life tell me things like, I don't know how you do that. You know what I mean? You just pick the camera up and start saying a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know how you do that. But I'm telling you right now, it was not always like that, you know. And sometimes whenever I hit record and I say stuff, I mess up a whole bunch, have to do it again. I can't get my thoughts right. And it just comes with practice. You know what I mean? And I think vulnerability will come with practice too. The more I get comfortable talking about that stuff with you, the better that I'll become at it. And generally, whenever I suck at something, I try to recognize that I suck at it, and then I try to get better at it. You know what I mean? But that's definitely the hardest thing for me about being a YouTuber, is just the vulnerability of it. And not knowing what people are going to think. Are they going to like it? Are they not going to like it? Do they like me? Do they not like me? All that kind of stuff. So I just want to jump on here and make this video. And let me know in the comments what you guys think. And if you're a YouTuber, let me know what the hardest thing is for you about you. And if you're a YouTuber, let me know what the hardest thing for you is about being a YouTuber. That's it for today, guys. I really appreciate y'all watching, and we'll catch y'all on the next video. Peace.